It's your girl, the Grown Woman Gamer, and today I'm coming at you with my predictions for the first round of this year's playoffs. Before I get into that, you know what you need to do. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, comment whether you agree with me or not, and don't forget to share if you care. Let's start with the Eastern Conference. The Miami Heat will be taking on the Atlanta Hawks. I have the Miami Heat to win this series in 5, maybe 6 games. The Miami Heat are going to present a much more sophisticated defensive challenge to the Hawks than what they faced against the Hornets and the Cavaliers, and the Heat should have the upper hand in this series. For the Philly-Toronto series, I'm going to go against the grain and pick Toronto. I don't think Toronto will stop Joel Embiid, but they shouldn't have any problem with most of the other players, including James Harden, who has proven himself very unreliable in high-pressure situations. The Milwaukee Bucks are going up against the Chicago Bulls, and I'm going to go with the reigning champs, the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is in top form, and as long as he's playing with as much confidence as I've seen all season, they should not have any problem with the Bulls, who are shorthanded without Lonzo Ball. As for the Nets-Celtics series, the most anticipated series of the first round, I picked the Nets in a previous video to beat the Celtics in 6 games, and I'm sticking with that, behind the inspired play of Kevin Durant. Let's talk about the West. Phoenix is facing the New Orleans Pelicans. Phoenix should win this series in either 4 or 5 games. I think the entire basketball world would be shocked if the Pelicans won this series. Dallas is going up against a Utah team that is without Luka for at least the first 2 games. Call me crazy, but Luka's injury looked very similar to the injury that Kevin Durant had before he had his Achilles tear. It is really important that the Dallas Mavericks be 100% certain that Luka is fully healed from his calf injury before letting him play again. Luka is too talented, but more importantly too young to risk a career-altering injury at only 23 years old. It sucks because he's had a great year and it would be amazing if he could play in this first series. But it is what it is. Injuries are a part of the game, and the most important thing right now is protecting the longevity of his career. Because Luka is not likely to be available in this series, I'm going to go with the Utah Jazz. Golden State is matching up against the Denver Nuggets. I do not think this is going to be an easy series for the Warriors because the Warriors don't really have a center or a power forward who can stop the Joker. But as long as they can neutralize his supporting cast, they should be able to win this series in 6 or 7 games. A lot will depend on getting consistent play from Klay Thompson, Wiggins, Poole, Kuminga, and Draymond Green. And we can't forget about Stephen Curry, who is coming back to play in this series, but we don't really know whether or not he's going to be in rhythm, how his conditioning is going to be, and how many minutes he'll be able to play. But with that said, again, I'm still picking Golden State to win this series behind great coaching from Steve Kerr and behind the intelligent play that they are known for. Lastly, we have the Memphis Grizzlies and the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Memphis Grizzlies played exceptionally well during the final stretch of the regular season, losing only 2 games, even without Ja Morant for most of those games. As for the Timberwolves, we just witnessed Karl Anthony Towns have a meltdown in the play-in tournament against the Clippers. But I'm not going to be a prisoner of the moment and assume that Karl Anthony Towns is going to have a repeat of the disaster we saw in this last game. I think the Minnesota Timberwolves have some advantages in this series as far as experience, and they have D'Angelo Russell, who's proving himself to be a more than reliable court general for the Timberwolves, and Anthony Edwards, who plays with a lot of youthful passion and fearlessness. Because of that, I'm going to go against the grain and pick the Minnesota Timberwolves to win this series in 6 or 7 games. Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, leave it in the comments section. Who do you think will win in each of these series? I would love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to share if you care. I will be back soon, and I'm out.